getting people together. And I, at this time, didn't believe in vacations. You know, I was totally focused on my job. And so when she said to me, you've got to come out and meet, it was Warren and Catherine Graham and a couple other people, I said, Mom, I'm busy. And, you know, and she said, no, this will be great. And I thought, well, I'm not sure. You know, I'm into this software thing, and I don't know much about investing. And I hadn't thought about it much. But I went out, and so Warren and I met, and I'd actually come out in a helicopter. I was planning to go back a few hours later. But then by the end of the day, I was there just talking with Warren. And so it began a really unbelievable friendship for me. And, you know, I could tell that even though we came from different directions, the kinds of things that fascinated us and that we thought were important were very much the same. And so, you know, for the last 14 years, we found every excuse possible to get together, whether it's, you know, bridge or golf. But really, it's about talking about the world and thinking about what's going on in it that's at the core of it.
The moral of that is listen to your mother.
I'm Mark Schmitz. I'm a senior actuarial science major. Could you tell us a little bit about your typical workday and how you manage your time to pull out for like playing Halo 2 and that kind of stuff?
Well, I don't get to play much Halo 2. I have to say, when I play with my colleagues at work, I get slaughtered so fast it's unbelievable when I'm on Xbox Live. Project Gotham Racing, I'm a little better at. It's nice to have a job where gaming is a serious pursuit, and we get to think about that and talk about that. You know, and playing around with the latest technology, whether it's you know, new PCs, looking at new software, sitting down with researchers. It's why I think my job is the best. Warren thinks his is the best, but I'm sure I'm right. Anyway, I'm in meetings a lot. My calendar gets very full with those, and then at night, after the kids have gone to bed, I'm on email a great deal. I get messages during the day. That's my chance to give long responses. And then over the weekend, I send a lot of mail as well. I take 2 weeks a year to just go off and read and think, where I'm not interrupted by work or anything else. I'm just solidly trying to think about the future, and people get to send me things to read as part of that so-called Think Week. So it's a nice mix of things. About 25% of the time then I'm out traveling around, meeting with customers, Europe, Asia, and that sort of helps me think, okay, do we have the right priorities? What are people responding well to, and what would they like to see us do better?
I'm on Think Week about 50 weeks a year. I work about 2. And you'd be surprised at my days. I mean, they're very unstructured, no meetings, none. I mean, I don't like meetings. And I read a lot. I wish I were a faster reader. You know, I'd get more done. But I do read a lot, and I'm on the phone a moderate amount. Our businesses run themselves basically out there. My job is allocating capital, and that's what I'm thinking about. But I don't like to have things all packed hour to hour to hour. And Bill and I are both extraordinarily lucky. I mean, we really get to do what we like to do, the way we want to do it, with people that we choose to be around, and they're terrific. I mean, we've really got everything our way, and we're very fortunate. And in his world, he has a different kind of pace than I have, but we both love it the way we do it. And my guess is that we're each the most productive in that particular mode too, because it fits our personalities and aptitudes.
My name's Topher Voorhees. I'm a senior finance major. My question is, after the Xbox 360, where do you see video games going?
Well, Xbox 360 is a pretty good step. It's sort of the first of a generation of what we call high-definition games, where the realistic vision that you get is almost like reality. The other big thing is we want gaming to be more social, so this idea of live, where your friends can get on and you can have spectators and contests and make it into a very social activity. But we think we can draw in people who are older, people who are younger, more women into it by having more variety of these game types. Now, every 4 or 5 years, there'll be a new game. So after Xbox 360, I don't know what we'll call it, 720 or something obvious like that. You don't have to go out much further until the visual realism is so good that it's like trying to improve CD audio. There are ways of encoding audio with more resolution than a compact disc, but people can't tell the difference. So a lot of it will come back to the creativity of those game developers. We will start to have cameras and speech recognition, so you'll be able to talk to the game instead of just using the triggers. You'll be able to take, a bat or a golf club, and our camera will watch what you're doing. And so it'll be a bit more like the virtual reality thing in terms of reacting, and then it's seeing exactly how to respond to that.
Hi, my name is Pamela Bracey. I'm a senior marketing major here at the university. And if you guys decided to drop a $100 bill, would you bother going back to pick it up, or would you let a lowly college student like myself go get it?
If he drops 10 cents on the floor as he walks out and he doesn't pick it up, I'll pick it up.
Next, Warren Buffett and Bill Gates give world-class advice to the students about good habits, making mistakes, and keeping their inner scorecard in check.
Hi, my name is Nicole Brockhoft, and I am a senior business administration major here at the university. And I was just wondering, what is the best piece of advice you've ever been given, and how has it impacted your personal or professional lives?
What did I tell you that impressed you the most?
Actually, I can answer that. When first I met Warren, we were talking about getting together and doing something again, and he pulled out his calendar, and the pages were so blank. And I said, wow, you've managed to avoid getting tied into a lot of kind of meaningless activity. And Warren said, yeah, you have to be good at saying no and picking the things that really make a difference. And that's one of many things I've learned from Warren, but that's one of my favorites. And so I can blame it on him whenever I'm turning things down.
Yeah, well, I told him that was it. The truth is I don't get invited anyplace. I think that, I got an awful lot of good advice from my dad, and he didn't lay it on me. I mean, he just, you picked it up from him, but there was never any of this, do this, do that type of thing at all. But I think he really taught me that it's more important in terms of what's on your inner scorecard than your outer scorecard. I mean, some people get in a position where they're thinking all of the time of what the world's going to think of this or that instead of what they themselves think about it. And if your inner scorecard, if you're comfortable with that, I think you're going to have a pretty happy life. And I think the people that strive too much for the outer scorecard sometimes find that it's a little hollow when they get all through.
I'm Mary Reiser. I'm an accounting major. I'd like to know, we all consider you to be the financial business experts, and we look to you and follow your lead. But when you need advice and feedback about an idea or decision, I'd like to know, who do you go to?
Well, usually I look in the mirror. I mean, to be perfectly honest. The nature of what I do means I have to think pretty much independently. Because if I take a poll